how do we get in here? Oh, there's a, yeah, I can see that. We're a little short on diesel too. It looks like I might need to just set this off with a worker. Just go around the field and find where all the weeds are, because I'm sure as heck not able to see them. And there's a little farm track down here and a gate at the end. Okay, that's good. Should I unfold that? Oh, I can untag that place. Oh, how do I do that? Like that. That's good. And we lower it. I think I might. Let's start with the up and downs. Okay, go. So that will figure out where to go, and hopefully as it drives over the field it will eventually count as I've done it. So that's all fine. A little bit complicated, but and it is going to cost me fees. Now, the next thing we want to do is spray our fields, so I will do that. How's that tractor doing? That tractor's doing fine. Okay, don't get in. Fill. Yay. Okay, get out. Wander over here. So this is saying the pH is okay. I might skip doing that field just because it's okay. You don't need to... this one is bad. So we'll go to that field. Let's wander down the hill and open the gate so I can get in. But because we're now using precision farming, we won't be going through the lime nearly as fast as we would do normally. Normally you just chuck a ton of lime down and it says, hey, you limed it, but it will use up all of your lime very quickly. However, this is now going to be directed lime, so it's only going to put lime down where it needs to be to top it up to ideal conditions. So once we've done this field, it will be perfect. And normally what I'll do is I'll actually lime probably every year. Okay, let me steering assist on, show lines, cruise control, automatic, 0, work direction. I think I'm going 0. Number of headlands 1. Yeah, why not? Okay, that. And run over here. Okay. Text do that, and we're all set. Go. And see, there we go. Oh, you... seriously. I put on guidance steering, and because it rolled back as I engaged the throttle, it disengaged immediately. Okay, so I guess the next question is liquid lime working with precision farming? We might need solid lime, which is a pain in the butt because I don't have a spreader. But we're all testing stuff out at the moment. Nobody knows for sure how things work. So, I mean, look, I've headed up the field. I did waste a ton of it. And we are now really looking at almost all gone already. This is maybe not a good thing. Anyway, let's turn that on. And gauge the guidance steering, and off we go. So how is that? That's still doing all the things. Okay, fold that up, and we managed to get up the hill once with 14,000 or 1,450 lines. Anyway, oh, and while we're at it, let's jump out and run over here and see what this now says. This is not working at all. Oh well, nuts, because that's now okay. And this is still bad. So liquid lime does not work with precision farming. That's a pain, because that's the only way I have. I guess I'm not liming this year, which is going to affect my bonus, or I am going to have to buy a lime spreader. Would like you how do you clear it? Okay. Turn off guidance steering, it clears the thing. So I need a lime spreader. Oh, that's... Farming is about to get very expensive for a few months by the looks of it. And I've got stuck on the fence. No, I haven't. Okay. So, no more liquid lime, which means I've got a pallet of liquid lime there, which I can't really do much with. Hold on. Well, it did marginally improve. Let's have a look at this. First need to fill the tool, blah blah blah, activate hire worker, select cast time. Okay, let's go to that one. AI worker. No, there's nothing there. And I do have solid fertilizer now, so in theory I can... I'm going to put this in here for now. Okay, so liming the fields with liquid lime doesn't work with precision farming. There may be a patch for that later. But in the meantime... spreaders, fertilizer spreaders. That does not do lime, that does not do lime. That does, that doesn't, that does. That's £45,000. Now this one, apparently they've now given us narrow tyres on it. Spreading discs. How much to lease it? I don't have enough money. Of course I don't have enough money because I'm a broke farmer and don't have any seeds in the ground. Hi. Okay. How are we going to manage this? I'm probably going to have to eat it and take out a loan. Because there's no two ways about this. Let's go check the contracts again. So that contract's running. No. See, I could spray herbicide. That would make me some money. I don't think I've got enough herbicide, but I do have some. Oh well. It's as good a plan as any. I will attempt to do that manually. But now we've got the weeder, I will attempt to use that a little bit more frequently, because adding the spot spray to this sprayer is frightfully expensive. So being able to weed manually is probably the way I need to go for now. And the line is gone, so jump out, jump in. Really? Jump out. Okay. There we go. Okay, put the tank in the right place and it will work. And that is not a full tank, but hey, it's good enough. Now, where are we going for that one? Spraying on 62. If I remember rightly, 62 is over there. Oh, so it's the turn off just before we reach the big farm. I can do that. Let's go. Let's go forwards when you feel like it. Yay. All right. So we're going to do some violence to weeds. I still got, okay, so as far as the grass is concerned, I can cut it anytime I want, so we're not going to be too fussed with doing it right now. But I do want to do it sometime this month. What I'm not sure about is if I wrap the bales, do they ferment on the first day of the month, next month? Or do they ferment, because I'm running 4-day months, 4 days after I finish wrapping them? That's something I'm not sure about. But I think we will be wrapping all of our bales this time and sell them all. They're not really worth much, but they'll do. Now the other thing is if I do lease a lime spreader, I might just go out there and put all of my fields to perfect pH before I give it back. Then I don't need a lime spreader until I buy a new field or I've done 3 harvests, which for grass can mean, oh, just before or just after Christmas. For right now, not fussed about that. We're spraying 62. It's a shame we don't have any cultivation contracts, because that would just be awesome. And yes, I've only got a 3-meter cultivator. I'm figuring I could possibly get a 6-meter cultivator. Again, those are cultivators are things that are going to mess up our environmental score, but yeah, I can't really get around that. Okay, I do believe I want to go. Oh, there's that stupid fence post there. Actually, it's not a fence post. That's the problem. There's barbed wire and no fence post at the end. That's the problem. Which is why I keep driving into it. I will, after the fifth or sixth time I've come down here, if I come down here frequently enough, I'll figure that all out. Okay, now I do have narrow tyres on this thing. So we can drive over crops without risking them. Let's pull in here. As I said, I don't have the spot spray, so this is going to be a little bit wasteful. When it comes to fertilizing, because I've got the pulse width modulator, that's going to chew, steering assist. Why are you not? Okay, let's drive over here, get into the middle of the field, see if we can detect it. No field direct. See, there's a lot of problems here. Okay, well, I'll turn it on and go. Problem is, now I've started in the middle of the field, I don't know where I've been and where I've not been. Oh, it is what it is. Herbicide's not getting chewed up too drastically though, so that might be a good thing. As soon as I get across the field, I'm going to go round. Probably counterclockwise. How's our weeding contracts nearly done? Surprise. So I'm guessing as new weeding contracts come up, they will be a little bit more. What's the word for it? They won't start at 90% done, shall I say. Okay, I think herbicide is going to work here. And we're probably going to make most of this field. Now, part of the pulse width modulator and it's pulse width modulator and sector control, it will turn off sections of the boom that are outside of the field or are over areas you've already sprayed. So in theory that will function for the herbicide as well, although it's designed primarily for fertilizer. And then we're also going to need to get ourselves a planter. And I'm thinking a 6-meter planter, which at the beginning of this episode I had enough money for, but now I kind of don't, because we bought a sugar mill which was stupid. But anyway, at least our wool's getting more valuable. Now that spinnery isn't as active as a full-size one, but that doesn't technically matter because I don't think we're producing a serious amount of wool that's going to keep it occupied for an entire year. And I don't think we produce enough wool to keep a spinnery in production for a full year. Not only that, but the other thing there is what was I thinking? Brain's turned off. Never mind. But I'm not going to bother with a tailor shop to sell clothing. We'll just sell fabric. There's lots of people on Etsy who will take the fabric and make it into something interesting, like throw rugs or pillows or stuff. So let's this seems to be working out okay. Actually, as we drive over the bit I've already been through, this should stop. Oh, I went around the field. I've gone almost 50% of the tank, and this is not turning off. As we drive over bits we've already done. That's unfortunate. How are we doing? We are 48% of the way through though, so there is a good possibility, if I drive very, very carefully, that we will get all of this field done with the amount of herbicide I have left in the tank. Now, with precision farming, your best result for weed control is to actually use a sprayer with the spot spray. If you just use a sprayer, it's yeah, but spot spray is good, and will get you the most points. If you don't spot spray and you use mechanical, you get 2/3 of the points. So it's not all bad. Okay, turn that off. And whoa, our weeding contract's finished, so that's awesome. Let me jump to the other tractor and we'll... You're done. Dude, quick, go home. Fold that up. We'll drive out the field. So I would say that's a good start to the day. Oops. Close the gate. Jump in there, and I want to get paid now, if you would be so kind. So 5,000. I think that about covered the purchase of, yeah, that almost covered the purchase of the weeder. So that was a good thing. The spraying contract should doesn't cost me anything because I already had the herbicide. Why did I have the herbicide? I think I decided to spray the weeds we had in the sunflower field because I couldn't get to it. That was kind of the issue we had there, was the sunflowers already were growing weeds, and in order to eliminate that penalty, the only real way around it was to run out there with a herbicide sprayer and just spray the entire field, which was fine. And once that got done, everything is good and yeah, we had no weeds. We fertilized once, which gave us a little bit of a boost. But the stuff was ready to harvest before I could spray it a second time. Not a bad deal, but yeah, it would have been nice to get another layer of fertilizer on there. But at least temporarily going forward for now, I am going to use the weeder, mechanical weeding, to get a little bit of weed control. And if I'm planting sorghum, my plan is to plant sorghum this year. I will not be able to afford the floaty barbed wires. Yeah, I won't be direct drilling, so the weeds come up a lot slower when you don't direct drill. They don't come up at all if you plough, but don't need to do that. Okay, so once again, I will set this off on a worker. Because I am not seeing weeds in these fields. Oh, that's interesting. So hopefully there's an entrance over here. Oh, looky there. This is all kind of cute. I do like this. I like some of the aspects of this map, but as I said, there's a bunch of annoying things happening here, which yeah, do not pick the farm with the sheeps, because obviously. And he found that field, so that's good. Okay. I don't know. That's fine though. So let's go this way. Get a little bit of that, and then I should be able to turn that way, and that will create a second row. So with the spot spray, you can I don't have the Azaria Pro crop sensors on this. That doesn't matter right now. So when we get round to spraying, we are going to need some crop sensors. But for right away,